Всем хай, мы возвращаемся в The Outer Worlds, да? Да. И в прошлой серии мы закончили все дополнительные задания. Сегодня мы начинаем проходить уже главное задание. Нужно прибежать, сдать его, и у меня будет левел. Так. Это завод, так понимаю. Султана. Да, это завод здесь был. FPS начал падать почему-то. Музло. Надеюсь, без авторских прав. О, здорово.
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I must say, wearing a marauder's outfit is in very poor taste. I do wish you'd show your uniform a little more respect. Yes, so it dawns on me. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there. No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home. Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations. Neither do I. The fault was entirely mine. I pushed them too hard. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Adelaide's older than the other deserters. She's dignified, kindly. From what I understand, her camp looks to her for leadership. That is not a hypothetical I enjoy entertaining. We need Adelaide back. Nonetheless, I will settle for the return of her followers.
Я надеюсь, она
We
вернется.
belong to one community, the Spacer's Choice family. If we dissolve into factions, then we will all perish separately. Adelaide will understand that.
My dad told me all about the plant. Taught me all he knew. I could come in useful. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented and may prove useful to you. You will need an administrative passcode in order to enter the plant. I am trusting you with mine, and trusting Miss Holcomb to guide you if you'd like.
Я
Are
в
you
соло.
sure? I imagine Miss Holcomb will make a reliable companion. She knows her way around the Vale.
Я один хочу.
Oh, sure. I mean, you got your own business and all, so I'm sure you... Sorry. I'll just be in my garage, fixing stuff. Like I do.
You may find Miss Holcomb at her garage once she and I are done talking. I want you to know I appreciate what you're doing for us, even if you are a stranger. Best of luck to you.
Четвертый левел.
Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
Так, персонаж. Способности есть. А еще можно вкачать? Нет, все. Цены у торговца ниже. Путешественник. Если что-то, это вкачаю. Так, сначала навыки. Так, и что еще? Это напарник. Нет, я это вообще не буду качать. Не хочу пока что. Общее убеждение. Давай сюда включай, вот так лучше. Ясно. Блин, мне здесь нужно еще штук 5 вкачать. Вот эту. Цены. Дамаг. Износ. И вот это. Вкачаю торговцев. Да.
It puts food in cans. We have
Так, куда вообще нужно идти? Довольно-таки далеко. Отсюда порт можно сделать? Да. Надеюсь, я смогу убедить их вернуться назад, присоединиться. Так, нам туда. О, здесь у нас что? Найс. Меня почему-то здесь не было. Так, взлом. Так, еще пушка. Я поспал? Так, у меня есть плазменная винтовка. Что она дает? Пусть так будет, не знаю. Не, я хочу днем идти. Замечательных свет. Блин, я думал, что сюда нужно идти.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble.
О, здорово. Подобный чувак был в Fallout.
I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those. Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Окей, следи.
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
Может, задание
You don't
даст.
know what enough with the questions means? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her. It's not like Zoe to go wandering. Figured she might be out scavenging, but that ain't exactly her talent. Can't imagine where she's gone. Vale's a wide place. She could be anywhere. Appreciate it. Honest.
Попытаюсь.
I'll tell you what I can.
Я сейчас подумал, может, сначала нужно репутацию с ними поднимать, а потом выполнять главные задания. Чтобы легче диалог шел.
Vex me. If she told anybody, they ain't telling me. I'd check her room, but I got yelled at for snooping once already. Little ways ago, she was always obsessing over her serial dramas. Wanted to see what the fuss was about. Could be. Dangers aplenty out there. No telling why marauders would steal somebody like Zoe. Got no useful skill as far as I could tell. Marauder gang just moved into the districts a little ways east. Their numbers are growing. Gotta come from somewhere. Well enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does. She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own.
Бестолочь, Зойка.
What is it?
Что, все? Зойка у нас бестолковая. Так, давай с тобой сначала поговорим. Украсть? Не хочу.
You hungry? We got canid ribs, canid flank, canid snout too. Something I can help you with?
О, кстати,
Fresh off the
торт.
limb, and that includes canid meat.
192. Что можно им продать? Так, это мне надо. Винтовка. Да тоже продам, нафиг она не нужна.
Something I can help you with?
Да.
You mean
Зойка
Zoe?
пропала.
Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off. Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions. Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her. Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd. Hey, I got time.
Да все. Нет, у него
Something
точка
I can
еще
help you with?
есть.
I'll help if I can. The other day, I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
Так, теперь точно все. Макулатура. Спать. Еще бумажки. Что у нас здесь? Бестолковая глупая Зойка. О, кура. Говорить? Эй, поговори со мной. Не хочет. Стеснительно, видимо. Так, что у нас здесь? Я хочу испытать вот эту. Кстати, насчет мощной атаки. Они вообще... Хилься! Окей. Спектрум водка. Возможно, нужно качать стелс. Ну, блин, я так не хочу стелсить здесь. А! На тебе. Стоп. А если эту? Где ты? Иди сюда. Мне кажется, что это все-таки лучше. Побегу пока что с этой, там видно будет. Так, что у нас здесь? Хилки нужно скупать все. Так, нужно как-то по стелсу убить одного чувака. Блин, их здесь слишком много. Может, сзади начать? Ой. Да уйдите вы от меня, вы чё? Блин. Здесь нужно подумать, как что делать. Не, эта пушка вообще бесполезна. То есть не пушка, а дубинка. Так. Может пошуметь, чтобы они сами сюда пришли? Так, сначала что есть здесь? Ты неактивно. Все, F5. Почему до этого? Бей быстрее, махай. Хилься. У меня 0 хилок. Неплохой был замес. Так, что у нас здесь? Пустое тело, нога. В ноге тоже ничего нет. Так, плюс хилка одна хотя бы есть. Появилась новая. Блин, и ведь ничего ж продать нельзя мне. Все, что собираю, нужно будет. Так. Нужно будет ломать на эти запчасти. Блин, я аж испугался. Мне жалко, а смысл я это все так запугиваю. Гениальное убеждение. Гениально. Так. Плюс еда. А куда мне вообще 100 плюс КГ? Так, и поднял, нет? Да, поднял. Я даже и 50 килограмм еще не могу набрать вес. Блин, и заканчивать нужно, и залутать нужно. Так, плюс модификация. Улучшать я, наверное, ничего не буду пока что. F5. Так, Зойка.
Wow, you crossed them all off, like some sort of heroic accountant running down a list. Teach me your ways. What? You mean Adelaide's little congregation of nature-loving nobodies? I could not possibly be less interested in them. You, on the other hand, you were a sight to behold. If I had half your skills, I'd be the greatest outlaw the coast has ever seen.
Найти или уточнить? Найти.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
А уточнить?
I'm great at clarifying. No. I insinuated myself into their company, see? And they didn't seem to mind one whit. I may have bartered them a few boxes of Adrena time, but I'm sure that's got nothing to do with it. I don't know. The vital processes that constitute the miracle of life are mysterious and unknowable. Oh, you mean around these guys? The Marauders wouldn't hurt me. They love me. I'm practically their queen. Yeah, must be my natural charisma. I got kicked out of Edgewater on account of falling sick with plague and stealing some medicine to treat myself. I'd heard some outlaws set up camp in the botanical labs. I decided to throw in with them, seeing as I always wanted to be an outlaw myself. Instead, what do I find? But a bunch of former workers camped out around a greenhouse. I couldn't just go back to the cannery, so I was stuck with them. I've got all the time in Halcyon.
Давай домой иди.
I doubt that. Nobody in that camp really cared about me. Wait, you're telling me he's got a copy of the Masked Marketeer? Why didn't you say so? I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Какая же она бестолочь. Сохранение. На тебе. Пошла вон отсюда. Вот и все. Это не ломается. Ладно, давайте тогда на этом закончим. Если вам видео понравилось, подписывайтесь на канал. Увидимся в новых сериях. Всем удачи. Всем пока.